Mr. P is pure evil, and I can prove it to you. Okay, so why is Mr. P pure evil? So basically, we all know he owns like a hotel in the Arctic. Very snowy place for penguins, I guess. And he even has a few employees working for him, such as Lou. As you can tell by the hat, has a Mr. P logo on it, and the spoon in the frosting. And he is pretty chilly. What I mean by that is he shoots snow and freezes enemies. Another one of Mr. P's employees is Gale. How do I know this? Well, basically, on his snowblower, he has this weird symbol, and I'm just going to say it's a yellow cloud. Same with his motor pack. I don't know what a motor pack is, but that's just what it looks like. Basically, it has this little angry looking eyes at the top of this motor pack. And so does Mr. P. Mr. P also has these weird angry eyes, and same with the eyebrows. He has those exact ones. And another reason I know that Gale works for Mr. P is one of his voice lines. Have a listen.
Don't blame me, I just work for Mr. P.
Another thing about Gale is that he's a pretty cold brawler. What I mean by this is he shoots snow at people, and so does Lou. Or rather, he shoots snow cones at people. But one thing is that he might live in the Arctic. Now, he is dressed like he would be in the Arctic a lot, which makes sense. He works in the Arctic. But tell me, do you want to work at the Arctic? And another thing is most people who work there, okay, first of all, not a lot of people do work there. And most people who work there go for a few days for like researching and stuff, and then they go back to like, I don't know, anywhere other than the Arctic or Antarctica or something, I don't know. But this guy stays there. I don't think any human would want to stay there. And another thing I know about him is he's the janitor. How do I know this? Is here, it says the janitor, which makes sense. He cleans up stuff. But does he want to clean up stuff? Like, being a janitor is a hard job. You just have to clean up after stuff. So, doesn't seem too much of a good job. And in game, he sort of attacks people with the snow. And his voice line says, "Don't blame me, I just work for Mr. P." And I think he's being forced to do stuff that he doesn't want to, because in hurting people with snowballs and stuff, he's saying, "Don't blame me," because he works for Mr. P. So I think Mr. P is imprisoning Gale in his snowtel, and Gale just wants to leave. Another thing about the snowtel is I think it's a pretty lonely place. I don't think a lot of people go there, which makes Mr. P a really grumpy boss, and could make him really mean. Because when you're grumpy or tired or something, usually you're pretty mean. And how do I know a lot of people don't go there? Is his description. His description says, "Lou is a robot snow cone salesman who's yet to make his first sale," meaning he hasn't sold a snow cone yet. So he throws it at people. Which might not be the reason, because I still think Mr. P is forcing him to attack people. But I don't know. And next it says, being located on a snowy mountain peak might have something to do with that. Meaning, he's on the top of a mountain, and why would someone go to a hotel that's on top of a mountain? Like, come on. But another thing I think is, even if someone did go there, they'd probably get ambushed by Lou or Gale. Yeah. Because Lou and Gale are forced to attack. And I think Lou is made to attack, or just to serve Mr. P. Which I think is kind of mean, but I don't know. Another thing about Mr. P that tells a lot about him is his description. That's kind of obvious, but let's just read it. Mr. P is in and over his head trying to run a hotel. He's always yelling at his employees to work faster, as if they could understand his gibberish. Okay, maybe they don't understand him, I don't know. But another thing is, I think he makes those little robots to do his work for him. Also, He's not a penguin. He's a human, I think. Look at this. He's in some costume with the zipper. And it's stitched on for some reason. I'm not sure why this is. And I think someone stitched it onto his head, because why would he not want to take it off? Like, how do you eat food? How does he eat food? I don't know. So, just to cover everything, so you know exactly what I'm talking about and why he's evil, basically, he's imprisoning his employees, yelling at them to work faster, and telling them to attack other people who come to the hotel, which doesn't make more sense, and I might do a bit more research, but I don't know. Another thing is he created Lou to probably do his work for him, so that seems a bit evil to me. Also, for some reason, he has a helmet thing, headpiece, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, stitched to his head. Or not stitched to his head, but the zipper is stitched on, so he can't unzip it, which is really weird. So there's still a lot of unsolved mysteries. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you want a part 2, I'll try to make one because I'm still a bit confused and want to know what happens. And maybe you guys do too, I don't know. So anyway, see you in the next one. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Yeah. Goodbye.